glasses on anyway,
Okay,
so you can't really.
Okay, man.
Yeah.
Today here on One Take, we got real special guests. Definitely good people. Definitely going crazy. Definitely an actress. For the folks that might not know you, even though you're in movies, who we got?
Foxx.
The right way. Appreciate you for pulling up and rocking.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having y'all. You feel me? No, so facts. So, where you from? We'll get straight to it.
Okay, well, I am actually a military brat.
Okay.
So, I live pretty much all over. I was born in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Yeah.
But I lived in Ohio. Most of my childhood was Tokyo, Japan.
Okay.
Yeah. After that, San Antonio, Texas. Back to Louisiana, and now here in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, yeah, nah, so you was bouncing all
Yeah,
around.
it was crazy.
So how was middle school for you, with that being said?
To be honest, and I've said this before, it was almost like, because I moved back to the States my 6th grade year. Mm-hmm. And so it was like an identity crisis. Yeah. It was kind of like, people ask where you from, it's like you don't really know what to say because you've lived, you're not from Japan, but most of my life had been in Japan at that point.
Yeah, so how was that?
It was confusing for me, and adapting to public school in Atlanta, coming from, school on a military base, was totally different. Yeah. So it was a transition.
Yeah, nah, that's crazy. That's a good experience right there.
Yeah, and I would definitely say it was a great experience. I got to, learn about a lot of different cultures firsthand because it's like a melting pot on a military base.
Yeah, that's crazy. So what high school you went to?
I went to Westlake High School.
What is it?
That's on the south side. I forgot you're not from here.
Nope.
Westlake High School, and I graduated from Langston Hughes High School.
That's all in Georgia?
Yep, that's all on the south side.
So your middle school, you was moving around?
No, middle school, we came to Atlanta. Yeah. So 6th grade year, I moved. My dad is from Atlanta. Yeah. So this is where we now, this is home at this point. But yeah, we moved here when I was in the 6th grade. Been here ever since.
Damn.
Yeah.
So how you like it? So you basically from Atlanta?
You could say, yeah, I'm pretty much from Atlanta now, but it's like definitely had that shift of, during childhood.
She said.
That was a shift. No, I love it. I will say, living here, you kind of, it's interesting to see the growth of Atlanta. Like now when you talk to people, no one's from Atlanta. Yeah. But for me, growing up here, I got to see some of the biggest people take off. Yeah. Like, for example, me and Gunna were homecoming king and queen. And he's now Gunna. Yeah. And I remember saying, like, why would you get a tattoo on your face? Damn. You're not going to be able to get a job. And now, he's a superstar. Yeah. Seeing London on the track, become who he is. Like, we all went to school together. So it was an interesting cycle to see. Even Cam Newton, he went to the same high school also.
So when you seen them back then, did you ever think they was going to be that big?
Well, the thing is, I can't say, I don't think that they're going to be that big, but you have to understand, here in Atlanta, everyone's a rapper. Yeah. Everyone does music. And so it was the norm. Not necessarily shooting them down like they can't do it, but it was so common. You don't really, I hate to be the one to say you don't expect them to be as big, but they became mega superstars. Yeah. And that was mind-boggling to see. Yeah. Like, even with London, I would say when we were kids, I would say London is a actual Atlanta legend. Yeah. Because, are you familiar with Rich Kids? Yeah. He kind of created their sound. Okay. Yeah, and I don't know if a lot of people know this, but when they say we got London on the track, that's Schoolie. Okay. That's his voice. He kind of like was the person that created that sound. We at house parties that was pretty much London's his sound. Yeah. So that's dope. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah. So that's so viral right there. Yeah. So how did life go after high school?
After high school, I went off to college. I first went to Southern University in Louisiana. That's where my mom and dad met. Yeah. But I was somewhat homesick. And my mom and dad, don't ask me why, it's always been me and my sister. But later on in life, they decided to have another child. They had a little boy. Yeah. And so when I went off to college, my little brother was only 1 year old. And I missed him so much. I missed them, honestly. I wanted to be closer. Yeah. So I transferred to Georgia Southern. From there, I graduated. I went to SCAD briefly for my master's program. Okay. And then I didn't finish there, but I did get my MBA with Keller Graduate School of Management. And so right now I'm
NBA, you play basketball?
No, NBA. This guy. My master's of business association.
Okay, there you go.
Administration. But yeah. I now I'm working at like a creative studio space, kind of managing the business of that. That's where I met you.
Facts.
Yep.
Yeah. So we're gonna give them a shout out now.
Yes, y'all. Make sure y'all follow All of It Studio. Sorry, I have pregnancy brain. Follow All of It Studio. The Instagram is AOISATL. Yeah, so we have 3 recording studios. We have a 40-foot cyclorama wall. That's the wall with the little curve. You can drive cars on there. We can do editorial shoots, do whatever you want. And then we have 4 different set rooms that we interchange every couple of months. And we have a podcast room as well. And that podcast room could, the sky's the limit with that room. You could really change it into be a multi-purpose room. Yeah. So, yeah.
That's hard. Yeah, they definitely got a dope space.
Thank you.
So let's talk about the acting. How you get off into movies?
So when I was at Georgia Southern, one of my friends from high school, he remembered me winning a talent show from a poem that I did, and based on me getting into character, he asked if I could be the lead in his web series. Yeah. So we did that. It was a real cool experience, but that led me to kind of like fall in love with acting. Yeah. So I would do independent films and things like that. But then I got signed about 2 years ago to one of the top agencies here called AMT. Getting signed with them has been a really rewarding experience. I've gotten to be on certain sets that I never really thought I would be on. Such as, I don't want to really say too much because some stuff hasn't come out just yet. But I would say this. Being an actress it's a game where you kind of have to somewhat, you don't want to be negative, but you want to do the work and kind of forget about it. Okay. Like when you do auditions, because it's so many auditions, you get so many no's. All it takes is that one yes. But when and this is, some advice to any up and coming actors, when you have the same casting director that's requesting you, that's a good thing. Even if you don't book the role, that means they're looking at you. They notice you. They like what they see. They're just trying to find the right role for you. It might take a couple of years for you to get on with them, but as long as they're still requesting you, that's a great thing. So that's been the biggest curveball in my learning experience with acting.
Yeah, I just kind of started, but like with skits and stuff. But how do you remember all the lines?
So, okay, with skits, now I've done Country Wayne skits. That's all improv. So you just kind of just going off, the dome. And with improv, the number one rule is you can't say no. So whatever this person said, you have to just kind of go with the story. You can't disagree with them because that changes the direction of where they're going. Okay. But with the lines, with scripted TV or film, it's not so much about memorizing the line. There are some writers that want you to be word perfect, but a lot of times they want you to just, get the message out for what the scene is saying and how you're say it in your own words based off of how you would naturally say certain things. Yeah. And it's all about the chemistry with your scene partner. So when we have dialogue, it's easy for you to remember because your line was this, so we're having a conversation. So I could easily remember what I was supposed to say because of what you said previously. Fact. It's not hard. It's not necessarily about memorizing your lines. That's not the number one thing when it comes to acting.
Okay. Yeah, that's really what I thought it was.
Mm-mm. And a lot of people do. That's where the misconception comes in. A lot of people think it's about being word perfect when really when you're trying to memorize, you get on camera and you look like you're in your head to the point where your mannerisms look like you're acting. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's not natural because you're not just talking and being the character. Yeah. You're trying to read, basically.
That's a hard thing.
Yeah.
So, is there any directors that you want to work with out there that you haven't probably already worked with?
So many. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm so open. I just kind of want just whatever experiences come my way, to be honest with you.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we're going to ask you this then.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh, I'm scared.
Any actors or actresses, you got to say at least 3.
At least 3?
Yeah.
I would love to work with, obviously, Viola Davis. She just seems like, I don't know. I remember when I first saw her, and don't get me wrong.
I don't even know who that is.
You don't know you do know who Viola Davis is.
What's she in?
Okay, well, when I first saw her, have you ever seen the movie Antoine Fisher? Oh my God. Okay, yeah. Well, she was his biological mom.
Okay.
That was my first time seeing her. And I felt like, dang, you know, she really played that role. I was young. But have you ever seen Fences with Denzel Washington? You probably have. You probably have. I'm the same way.
I watch Tubi a lot, so
okay.
I watch Denzel movie. They play nigga all night.
Yeah. But no, I'm the same way. It's like when you tell me somebody's name or a movie, it's like I don't know until I actually see it.
I know you feels coming to be like Denzel, Monique.
Well, no,
like dropping them, like you know.
Of course, I do love them, but I really love Jamie Foxx. That's one movie I was just on set for.
Whoa.
It's called Back in Action.
Yeah.
It should be dropping soon. That's with him and Cameron Diaz.
Okay.
That was a really cool experience. With that movie, that was my first time really seeing how certain stunts are done.
Okay.
That was a real cool, like, dang, okay. It was cool with the stunt doubles and how they're matching to a T and just, it's cool.
So that's viral.
Yeah.
Coming soon. We ain't even gonna talk too much about that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, that's real inspiring out there. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we covered a lot in a small amount of time. You know what I'm saying? We just told these folks about the military. We ain't really go too much into
with military green, I didn't even know.
Oh no, yeah, you can't compare. You know what I'm saying? You know, you told these folks about a lot, told them about what you're working on. So anything outside of music, movies that you're working on that's coming soon?
Well, I do have a women's suit line called Foxx Den. The website is deefoxden.com. That's DeeFoxden.com. And the Instagram is Love Foxx Den. That's LUV Foxx Den. Yeah. And I have a fashion show coming here in Atlanta November 2nd. Okay. So just stay tuned to my page to, you know, kind of see when and where that's going to happen. Yeah,
facts. So yeah, y'all definitely tap in with us. You good people. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you for pulling up and rocking. You know what I'm saying? We definitely already did something. We're going to do something else again. You know what I'm saying? I wish nothing but success to you.
I appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? When you're on that red carpet, you know.
Don't forget about you. No, you're going to be there too, right?
There you go.
Hey, shit. You don't want to see you over there like, is that such and such?
No, shit. I'm coming right behind you. So, no, I appreciate you for coming. And, you know, I think we came up with something viral. So
thank you.
Thank y'all for coming.
Thank y'all for coming. Yes, me and my baby girl.
You got a name for you?
No. This has been the hardest thing ever. It's like as a little kid, you know what you want to name your child when you grow up. Yeah. But now that I'm here, I have no idea.
You got no kids?
No, this is my first. You have kids? You sound like you got a lot of kids.
Yeah, I do.
How many kids do you have?
I got 4 right now.
That's a handful.
Yeah.
That's a squad. That's a crew.
Yeah, flags.
Yeah, this is my first.
Damn. So congratulations to that. And you know, hopefully to see the baby in the movies too.
Hey, yeah, look, she married. I think she's gonna be a cute little baby.
Yeah, so
we're gonna see.
You know, much success to you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. All right.
There you go.
Sound good. Thank you. I love it. That was quick.